All right, Shalom. This is a continuation of part one, Sleeper Cells of Yahawah by Yahawshi. I left off in Ezekiel, 9th chapter, 4th verse. I read it again. And Yahweh said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. You know what I'm saying? So that's that signal. You know what I'm saying? We sighing and crying throughout Jerusalem, meaning we're going through all the tribes, all the tribes of the nation of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Hey, in the highways and in the hedges of of whatever respective city you come from. You know what I'm saying? Going up into the gaps, and we pushing that word. You know what I'm saying? Which is the signal of the Heavenly Father to the elect. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones that's gonna hear that word behind them and walk ye in it. You know what I'm saying? They gonna do the will of the Heavenly Father because it was ordained before the beginning of the world to do so. Matter of fact, there you go. Um, this is Ephesians 1:4. Yep. Yeah, I'll read 4. According as he hath chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love, having predestinated us into the adoption of children by Yahawah Hamashiach to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will. I said it before, then I say, this is a will, is a script. You know what I'm saying? So is this thing is going just the way the Heavenly Father wants it to go. You know what I'm saying? It says that we were predestinated, you know what I'm saying, to be adopted, back to the Father through Yahawah. Meaning that, and that special ingredient is faith, you know what I'm saying? Those are the ones, the hopeful elect are the only ones that's gonna receive that in order to come back to him. You know what I'm saying? And through our faith, you know what I'm saying? Uh, uh what the scripture say? It say, faith without works is dead. So us doing the work, us pushing that, putting that signal forth, you know what I'm saying, marking the men of Jerusalem, you know what I'm saying, with that mark of exemption, Ezekiel 9:4, that mark is dealing with the mark of exemption, being protected from judgment, and that's the two sides of the coin because, the Most High's his mark is spiritual. You know what I'm saying? But Esau, he's trying to obtain a carnal mark, the mark of the beast. You know what I'm saying? He wants to be carnal and put something in your flesh. And he wants to control you that way. But the Heavenly Father, he's the Father of spirits. He controls our spirits. So again, he's already got it set up to who's going to get this and who's not. Who's going to wake up and push his word and who's not. You know what I'm saying? And who's going to remain asleep. One more, I think I got one more script in mind. That's Romans 8. I read this. This is Romans 8:16. The Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. So, kind of linking up with Ezekiel 9:4 when we push that, when we push this word, when we setting a mark, upon the hopeful elect, you know what I'm saying? The book, the spirit, you know what I'm saying? The spirit of what we're saying, it it how can I say it fits, it sits well with your spirit to know that you're the children of the Most High, that that you're an Israelite, that you're not African anymore. You know what I'm saying? That you're not black, Negro, you know what I'm saying? Nubian or whatever the fuck. Egyptologist, you know what I'm saying? You dead all that. You wake up from that. You know what I'm saying? You're being activated through the spirit, you know? And then you come into this thing, you know, you push the word of the Heavenly Father. Um, Another script I had in mind though was kind of this is Romans 8:28. It says, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love the Most High, to them who are called according to his purpose, from whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his Son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, Lord willing, you know, if we make it through this thing, we'll be brethren to Yahawah. We'll be friends with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And we're just playing this thing out. You know what I'm saying? The Lord, like I said before, Yahawah Ba'Shem Yahawah already has it made up in his mind. You know what I'm saying? What the scriptures say. You know, I am the Lord, I change not. So, you know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna like flip the script in the midst of him playing this thing out. Whatever he set his mind, whatever the will of the Heavenly Father was then, it is now. You know what I'm saying? He ain't switching it up. It's gonna play out just how he willed it to be since the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what we are. Sleeper cells of Yahawah Ba'Shem Yahawah. You know? So, hey, with that, you know, I want to give all praises to Yahawah Ba'Shem Yahawah. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that ruled well. And peace and salutation to you, Akim, that's pushing his word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom.